Good playgrounds should feel like part of the community, with local features, trains, lifesaver huts, tractors and tank stands and sheepdogs running around. Playgrounds aren't just about having some fun. They're also about kids growing up and developing skills.
For us at Playworks, it's about giving the child a life experience.
So Brett, it's a Thursday night, it's dark, we're on a soccer field at a university. What is going on, mate?
Yeah, Paul, this is a culmination of many years of effort from a lot of people involved with University of Queensland Hockey Club. Meg Brodie and a lot of volunteers have been trying for years to put a junior club together, and finally here we are with multiple teams in multiple age divisions, you know. So you were here last year and it was one under-9 team with 7 kids, and here we are today with 2 under-9s, an under-7s team and an under-11 team, and everyone's having a fair drinking crack at playing hockey. And what we're really excited about is we're finally a club with a place to call home and a turf facility in the western suburbs of Brisbane. So any parents out there with kids that are wanting to play hockey in the western suburbs of Brisbane, University of Queensland could really be your new hockey home.
Mate, if they can play hockey in grass at this long, when they get that turf over there, they're going to be as happy as pigs in poo.
I think there'll be a lot more running happening in a couple of months when that turf's done. You're definitely right about that.
Dave, University as a club has been around for over 100 years. Why now are they forming a junior division?
Well, Paul, a couple of years ago, in 2014, the senior men's and the senior women's club combined to give it unity and strength into a single club. And the natural progression then was to, through evolution, was to bring on a junior club for junior boys and junior girls, and enable a pathway to be provided for hockey players to have a single club in the western suburbs that could take them from a junior level right through to the senior and long-term viability of the University Hockey Club.
But David, it's not like there's hundreds of juniors out there just dying to play hockey that we've all been turning away, so where are all these players coming from?
Look, the players are coming from families that traditionally have travelled long distances from the western suburbs across the city to enable them to play hockey, and this gives them now an alternative rather than have an hour's travel, whether they went to State Hockey Centre or the eastern suburbs or out to Kedron or to St Andrews, but to actually have a hockey club close to their residential address within the inner west of Brisbane. We've been able to attract girls to the club for a number of reasons, predominantly through relationships. They already have siblings that are playing in the higher divisions in the women's club or the men's club, and there's that pathway for them to play juniors and to play into seniors at the same time. But we're very happy, we're surprised, but we're very happy with the performance of our Junior 1 team so far, and tonight was a good example of the skill and ability that team's producing. We've got 15 players in our J1 side. Because we're a new formation with the junior girls, we don't have the J2s and J3s to provide a step to be able to have players play up. So we've carried a few more than normal, or what you would consider normal on a J1 roster, which enables us to have girls with injuries or away for personal reasons or whatever. But we've got 15 players. They're a good age mix that some of them will play 1, maybe 2 seasons in J1. Some will play maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 years in J1. So some younger ones that'll take the Uni Juniors through for a number of years to come. We've got junior boys as well, and they're going quite well. They're currently up and running. Some of them play out in the Ipswich competition. We've got under 7s and under 9s, so they're all going well as well.
Now that's an interesting concept, because there's a lot of senior teams that have got players who come from Toowoomba or come from Ipswich or various places, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. To actually have a team that's based in Brisbane or a club that's based in Brisbane, but it's sending its players to Ipswich to play.
Yep, and that's about until we get our turf online and can get sufficient facilities within the university precinct itself. But when that's all up and running, they'll be coming into the Brisbane competition, all guns blazing. The new turf's coming along. It'll come online later in the later half of the year. The new turf's been a significant draw card for us to be able to attract players into the junior team, because now players have a pathway of turf hockey from junior hockey right through to Division 1.
We're trying to get teams across every age group, and as you can see behind me, we've got a lot of kids around today. We've got 2 under-9s teams, an under-7s team and an under-11 teams here training tonight.
So what are you missing? You're missing an under-13s?
We're missing an under-13s team. So next year we aim to have. We've got an under-13s boys team this year. They're out at Ipswich at the moment, and then once we've got the turf up and built, they'll move back here on a Thursday night. It'll be a club night for all juniors of all age groups. So this 13 girls are missing this year, but next year, once we've got the facility, and we hope to have every under 13 girl in the western suburbs of Brisbane come on down and join our club as the newest turf and one of the newest teams in the comp at the moment.
So what's actually going on to recruit the players to come at this age? I can imagine that the next level up, they're already playing hockey and they're seeing a great deal here at university. But where are you getting all these youngsters?
Yeah, look, Paul, it's a good question. We did a lot of work last season, at the end of last season. So October we started off. We started running some hook into hockey camps through schools. We were able to get the services of Neil Shearer involved early, and Neil, through his contacts with a lot of schools and places in the western suburbs, pushed us in the school program and let the kids and parents know that we're going to have 2 hook into hockey camps. Which are just half-day events, and we end up with 45 new-to-hockey kids turned up at those, of which we recruited quite a lot of them out of that. That was prior to Christmas. At the last couple of weeks of the school holidays, the club ran a 3-day course out at the Carina turf, East Hockey Turf, where we invited kids from any club to come along and join in with some of the QAS players. Neil Shearer ran it, and once again we recruited some other players who hadn't quite got to hockey yet, but they got involved in the 3 days and decided they were going to take it up as a full-time sport this year. So it's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work prior to the season starting, and then with all the new kids that started, we offered a 4-week program every Sunday for 4 weeks, 2 hours on this field here. We got all the kids down and we introduced them to the basic skills of hockey. Once again, trying to pique their interest when not everyone's starting from a behind point, so that way we're starting a new club with everyone with basic skills ready to go.
Now, a large part of junior hockey is the parents. I see a fair few of them sitting in the stand over here. Do you have to educate them as well?
Yeah, look, we've got a lot of new parents, and so it is a bit hard because a lot of new parents don't want to be involved. They think hockey's a hard sport to be involved with. Maybe it's because the parents haven't played it before, haven't been involved with it. I myself hadn't played it before until 3 years ago when my boys got into it, and now I'm coaching, I'm playing vets. Trying to play in vets, but it's a matter of just getting in there, and we do have a lot of parents just getting in. We've got one of the parents coaching our under 7s. We've got another parent coaching under 11s. We've got parents helping out with the actual under 9s now. Our 13s and managers and coaches are all parents, so parents are being involved, and obviously they're going to be more involved once we actually get our clubhouse and our facilities built up and ongoing next year.
Yeah, sounds like a big party is due.
Yeah, it is very due. Yeah, and it's been a long time coming for those that have been involved with University of Queensland Hockey Club.